Japan Airlines, the flag carrier of Japan, often faces fierce competition from its Asian counterparts. However, this time the challenge comes from within. With the introduction of ANA's Business Class, Japan Airlines desperately needs to find an answer. And the answer is finally here. Join me on my trip from Tokyo Henada all the way to Dallas Fort Worth on Japan Airlines' new business class on their Airbus A350-1000. Let's go.
Alright guys, very good morning here at Tokyo Haneda Airport. Today, very exciting day again because we are taking the Japan Airlines new Airbus A350-1000 in business class. Now this is one of the best business product out there right now, and it is also fairly new. So I heard a lot of good things about it and I'm really excited to try it. So let's go check in and see what it looks like. Let's go.
Unfortunately, here's the first speed bump.
So not a very good start today, not a very premium start because this is the line for business class check-in, and as you can see, everyone's actually using one of those kiosks for self-check-in. So the staff member told me that all passenger must actually do self-check-in even for business class instead of just lining up and you have a full service. So that's not a very premium experience so far, and the line is actually quite long, so keep that in mind, guys. Again, not off to a very great start. So we were just filming here the intro, but now the line's gotten this long. This is way all the way over to the entrance, and basically this is the long line for security, and that's the only entrance. Wow, okay, it's gonna take at least, I think, 30 to 40 minutes if we're lucky. Let's see. We have time, but that's okay.
Luckily, it took less than that.
All right, guys, so we're past security and immigration. It actually didn't take that long. It took about, I want to say, 25 minutes or so. So a little bit about Henada Airport, Terminal 3, the international terminal. It's really simple. Basically, they're dominated by two different airlines, Japan Airlines and All Nippon Airways, right? The two main Japanese carriers. But one thing that you can remember is if you turn to the left, that's Japan Airlines and One World. And if you turn to the right, it's All Nippon Airways and Star Alliance. Sky Team, I don't know where you are.
Here's an insider tip. Since the Japan Airlines lounge are always crowded, head straight to the 6th floor for the Cathay Pacific Lounge. Alright, I was right. The Cathay Pacific Lounge can take us, but look at this view and look at our plane right there. Right over there, the Airbus A350-1000. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be our plane because over there it says gate 114, and I know that we're departing from gate 111, so it's just right next to 114. So cool, look at that livery. It even advertised the Airbus A350-1000. So can't wait, but let's take a look at this lounge first because I heard it's pretty nice. This lounge has everything. Nice ambiance, ample seating, a full bar, a buffet, and made-to-order noodle bar. So to avoid the crowds, make sure you come to the Cathay Pacific Lounge on the 6th floor. Soon it's time to board. Today's flight, JL12, is departing from gate 111. Alright, let's take this opportunity to learn more about our plane. Juliet Alpha Oscar Liner Whiskey Juliet is a brand new plane that only entered service in December of 2024, registered to the country of Japan. The business class cabin is in the configuration of stagger 1-2-1 with alternating rows of window and aisle seats. The seat itself is a brand new design made by Safron, and did you know Japan Airlines is the launch customer for these Safron Unity seats? And today we'll be in seat 3 Kilo to take full advantage of the privacy of the window seat and the bulkhead. Alright, it's finally time to talk about the redemption situation for our flight, departing from Haneda to Dallas on Japan Airlines' new business class. Once again, we want to take advantage of transferring points from American Express to Cathay Pacific's Asia Miles, given that Cathay Pacific is a One World partner of Japan Airlines. We transfer a total of 89,000 points from American Express, and if you remember, American Express points are worth 2 cents per piece, which means the cost of these points is $1,780. Along with a fee of $360, the total cost for this whole redemption is $2,140. At the time of booking, this exact flight costs $5,276. Comparing to what we pay, we're actually getting a discount of 59%. This also translates to a cents per point of 5.5. And since we're getting more than half off, I still consider this as a great redemption. If you guys have any question regarding these kind of redemption situation, please message me down below in the comment section. I'll be happy to take a look for you. While you're down there, please give us a like, and I hope that I have earned your subscription by not only showing you a flight review, but also teaching you guys how to book this flight yourself using points. Thank you in advance.
This seat is yours today.
Okay, thank you.
While I was going through the business class cabin, I was thinking to myself, am I actually in first class? Alright guys, welcome aboard Japan Airlines Flight 012 from Henada in Tokyo all the way to Dallas. So we're aboard the brand new Airbus A350-1000. Wow, this cabin is so cool. Yeah, we're in business class, but this really actually feels like a first class product. This is going to be an enclosed suite, so we're going to have the door that's be able to close, and the height of the door is actually 52 inches tall, which is pretty high. Actually, there's a lot of privacy. Obviously, I cannot see the other passenger. Now, I don't know if it's because this is the bulkhead and we have just extra leg room, but I want to say yes, because this is ridiculous. Look at that. What the? And look at the blankets, right? It only takes up a little portion of that cubbyhole. My bag can go all the way down there. Also super deep. So my guess is that the bulkhead seat is deeper, but leave a comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong. Alright guys, so we just pushed back from our gate and I'm gonna try to sneak in the seat tour if I can. If not, then we'll just continue it once we're reaching cruising altitude. So let's begin by showing you one cool feature that I've never seen before, which is the slide-in closet that's right next to the TV. You might not see it right now, you might not notice, but that's actually a door. It slides open, and inside's a small closet where you can hang your jacket. It's very cool. Very good use of space too. Alright, so I feel like all the actions are actually on this side of the seat, over here on the console. Okay, so first of all, we have all the seat controls right here. So we have lights, different lights, takeoff mode, I think it's zero gravity or lounge mode, bed mode, and then you have the manual options right over here. Okay, so we're gonna do the tray table a little bit later after we're airborne. So here is the headphone. It's a branded JL, you know, it's pretty nice. I think on this trip we did a lot of first class, and so this one looks not as great, but you know what? That's okay for business class. This is, you know, superb. Plus, did you know that we have headphones over here on the headrest? Look at that. So we can try it later. I'll put the microphone up to the headrest and see if we can hear anything once we turn that on. Okay, so we have a lot of connectivity right here. So we have a USB-C and regular USB, and also one universal outlet along with the headphone jacks all over there right behind you. Very, very convenient location. Also, this is a wireless charger. So if your phone supports wireless charging, then you can do that. Okay. As I was doing the seat tour, I suddenly heard the engines roar, which means that we're ready to head to Dallas. So here's a question for you guys. What type of engine does the Airbus A350-1000 uses? Leave a comment down below and see who can get it right. I'll let you guys know the answer down below on the screen in about 10 seconds or so. And while you're down there, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I have beautiful, beautiful view. Is this the Tokyo Bay? Now that we are airborne, let's continue our seat tour. We do have a bit of a bumpy ride, so we might have to improvise a little bit, but I think it's okay, we're almost done. So we have the remote control here. It's not a big one, it's not one of those traditional, those long pointy ones. This one's pretty cool, and then we can just use this to control it. So let's see, you can move this back, move this back this way. Let's look at the tray table. Okay, so I was able to mess around with it earlier. Kind of just, there's a tab here, you kind of just pull on it and it'll just come out right over here like so. And once it gets to this position, it actually slides out on its own. One complaint though, it's not as sturdy. It's kind of flimsy on this side because there's no support, right? So it's a little flimsy on this side, and going back in is a little bit confusing. So we actually have to, I think, have to pull this again, and then somehow it will have to kind of get back. And I was having trouble earlier as well, just putting that in. So I got it. So I think you have to actually hold it here and push in like this. Once it gets inside this little top board, then you can turn the table over and slide it back. So while this is very cool, I can't say that it's too good of a design. So we have another storage here, a small one, but you can put your phone and everything over here. That's very cool space. You can put your watch. And we have the amenity kit. We can look at it a little later. We have a lamp that's over our shoulder, and I believe this is the reading light. No individual air vents, but we do have light from on top. And over here, this is how you control the shades. Is electronic, and they can press this. Okay, there you go. So there's another storage right over here, and you can kind of just push it open and it'll open, but I can't tell what you can actually put in there because it's not a very big space to use. Also over here, these are your reading material and in-flight safety manual along with the seat instructions. So whatever that we don't know how to do, we should just read this. It'll teach you. It's very efficient. Japan's a very efficient country, right? As far as the other amenities, we have slippers that you guys saw earlier, and we have beddings. I believe we have to make our own beds later because this is business class, but so that's okay. And they don't really give you pajamas. They rent, quote unquote, rent out the cardigan, and you have to return it later. So I don't want other people's used cardigans, so no thanks. While the cabin crews are busy preparing for meal service, let's take a look at the IFE system. It's very responsive and comes with a 24-inch 4K ultra high definition screen. But however, the content is truly lacking a bit. But I did find this very cool feature, which is the plane layout of this brand new Airbus A350-1000. Soon it's time for meal service. Okay, so as you can see, the table is already set. All right, and we got our champagne as well. Cheers, guys. Nothing beats Champagne at 38,000 feet. Right? Am I right, guys? All right, so let's take a look at the appetizer or amuse-bouche. So you got orange juice, champagne, drinks you can order yourself. This is given nuts and tomato sauce. Are these warm nuts though? Let's see. Unfortunately not, but that's okay. I wonder how we're supposed to enjoy the tomato paste. Do we dip the nuts in there? I guess it kind of works, but I feel like that's not how I'm supposed to eat it. That's pretty good, and they are together. Okay. So these are cracker sticks. Maybe that's how we're supposed to eat it. Interesting concept. This is pretty good. All right, so the appetizer is served and looks really good, and it looks really authentic Japanese. They all sound and look really good. So let me show you guys. So this is the salmon, abalone, snow crab, duck meatball, and God, what's the last one? Snapper. That's right, snapper. So let's dig in.
Japanese main dish, dai no mono.
Okay.
Okay, this is a miso soup and this is rice.
All right, guys. So the main dish is here. Let me show you guys. Okay, so we have the cod, the deep fried chicken, the curry. We got rice, which they always wrap it so nicely. So this is a thing of rice, actually. Miso soup, as always, and pickle, cabbage, and cucumber. So that looks really good. I'm gonna dig in and wash it down with my whiskey. Just kidding, it's just Coke Zero. But all jokes aside, the fish was really tender and flavorful. Alright, so we're on to the last course, which is the dessert. So this one is easy. This is a soybean with mochi, and then we have Japanese green tea right over there. So that's the matcha. All right. So far the crew have been really lovely. I came on board, and the first thing they said is, "Oh, are you taking pictures and filming videos?" And I'm like, "Oh, is that okay?" She was like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. Like, don't worry about it." And then another cabin crew just came, and they're like, "Oh, have you taken a picture of yourself yet in the seat? Maybe I can do that for you." So this is super cool. And honestly, I feel like cabin crew on Asian carriers are way more lenient on filming. I don't want to name names for the bad ones, but you know who you are. But yeah, so far, lovely cabin crew. I feel like this whole around the world trip, all the cabin crew that I met are really good. Especially once again, I have to shout out to Doyle from Emirates. He's just great. He's just went above and beyond. So forever grateful for him. But same feeling for this cabin crew here. So far, 10 out of 10. Okay, well, let's try the dessert now. And then there's mochi underneath. Oh, let me show you guys. Really good. When mochis are not done right, or if they go stale, they're kind of hard and tough, hard to chew. But this one is very good, it's very fresh. Now let's take a look at the lavatory. It's quite tidy, and it comes with basic amenities like toothbrush and mouthwash. Alright guys, so after the meal service, the cabin crew did everyone's window shades. So that's one of the things that they can do with these electronic window shades. We don't really get to say. Now sometimes they lock it, sometimes they don't. Let's see if they lock it this time. Okay, so I selected the middle option. Let's see if it goes there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's getting brighter at all. So I'm guessing that they actually locked it, so we don't actually have a choice. So let's take a look at the bed mode. Okay, so when you lie down, again, it is super spacious.
down there, the food well is super huge compared to, I want to say, Emirates first class game changer. The food well is smaller than this. So first of all, what we can do is to give us some privacy and everyone some privacy is to actually close our sliding door. So let's do that first. Now that's done, so let's lie down and take a look at how much elbow space we have. I believe we have a 21-inch across the seat, so that's not bad. That's slightly smaller than the 22-inch in BA first class, but this is only business class, so 21 inches is acceptable, really. Okay, so if you are bigger than me, you might have a little bit of a tight space over here. Over here is fine. Yeah, so I would like that extra inch. That would make a big difference. Another complaint is that the pillow right here, it's actually quite flat, not fluffy at all. So it actually feels like I'm lying down, flat with the bed, where I actually normally would like a little bit of elevation for my neck and head, so it will feel better, feel more comfortable. But you know what? That's okay. Maybe we can put like an extra blanket underneath the pillow, so that will be fine. Again, I think the selling point is the crazy legroom down here. Look at that. I mean, I can probably stick my head in there and still feel fine, like a capsule hotel. Maybe we should try that. Let's try that. I hope the cabin crew doesn't come and yell at me for doing this. All right, let's do this. There we go. Okay. Yeah. How do I feel? How does this feel? Not bad. I mean, it's smaller than a capsule hotel, but at least I can fit, which is crazy, right? Like normally a footwell, you can't even fit in here. So that is super cool. That is super cool. Now I'm gonna have a difficult time coming out of it. All right. Okay. All right, guys, and that is bed mode.
After all of that, I fell asleep really fast, capsule style.
All right, guys, so good morning. I fell asleep, obviously, after meal service and after showing you guys the bed mode. But now we're actually almost time to land in Dallas. We have maybe 2 hours left, so not a lot of fun left, but it's time for meal again. And let's call it lunch or dinner. So we got curry and a little salad and ice cream as well. I also order a noodle that's gonna come after, but yeah, curry is really good.
I've learned that Japanese curry is kind of like one of my comfort food. What about you?
Very good, very good. All right, so we have lunch meal number 2, which is on the menu it says it's the Jiao original vegetable noodle, and it smells really good. So let's try this.
I'm normally not a fan of instant noodle, except on the plane, of course.
Yeah, it's really good. Also, we have maple cookie ice cream waiting for us on the other side. So let's go ahead and finish the noodle so we can work on the ice cream. All right, so we finished the noodles, and here is the ice cream, maple cookie. Let's try these. I can taste the cookie bits inside the ice cream. I wonder if they sell these. They don't. This is, I think, a specific Japanese version of Haagen-Dazs, and it actually says for Jiao flights with Haagen-Dazs. So it's actually co-branded ice cream. This is really good. I wish they would sell these in the US. I was living in Hong Kong for a little bit, and I remember having Japanese Haagen-Dazs. They have really, really good flavors. So let's finish this. All right, so that was meal service, and we got our after meal coffee. Pretty good. And let's go over the amenity kit, because that's the one thing that we haven't done, right?
So let's do that now. Okay. And it's a nice little kit. It's pretty light, so I wonder what's inside. Of course, it's not going to be as substantial as the first class Amenity Kit. Okay, still good, right? So, okay, the usual suspects, eye shade. Alright, something's cool. Also have a toothbrush. I see some cool things in there actually. So tissue. These are good. Earplugs. That's good. And a USB charger for your iPhone. Wow, look at that. How cool is that? So if you actually forgot to bring your charger or your wire, or you lost it like me, I actually lost some wire on the Emirates first class game changer. Yeah, it's phone down. I got one back and it's branded Japan Airlines. That's cool. This is special. I like it. I like it a lot actually. And what is this? Oh, this is a phone holder. Maybe you can like put your phone or your tablet, and then it'll kind of like stay like this. Uh-oh, I'm not doing it right, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, I'm almost certain, but I just don't know how to. Oh, it's like this. I got it. It's like this. There. Did you see? There. There you go. Look at that. Super good. I like it. That's a cool kit. And that's it. So, you know what? There's no lotions, there's no face masks, but we got some cool stuff. I like this. And the tissue's usually really useful too. I wish more amenity kits will have tissues. I think this time on Emirates, there's always tissues, maybe not BA. And I feel like a lot of the American and European carriers don't have tissue packs, but hey, tissue is really important because if you like spill something, I can just wipe it really quickly. During your travels, sometimes you just, you go out and eat and you don't have anything to wipe your mouth or blow your nose. Who knows, right? So tissue is actually pretty important. All right, and this is the Amenity Kit. All right, guys. So I realized that we haven't tested out the headphones from the headrest. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's pick a movie and let's see if it works. It's gonna be fun, I think. Okay, so we are gonna do Captain America Civil War. It's the first choice on the list. No bias, no bias. So you can press play, and over here it's playing. This is an advertisement, and over here if you select the option for headphone jack, Bluetooth, or in-seat speaker, we're gonna do in-seat speaker. I hope I'm not getting copyright. Oh, I can actually hear it. No, this is cool. All right, awesome. And there you have it, guys. Headrest, speakers. All right, guys, look at that beautiful sunrise on the horizon. And we are almost in Dallas. So we're about to land. The cabin crew is already cleaning up. We're in our position to basically land probably in 30 minutes. So we're on the approach to Dallas airport. So what do you guys think about this flight? I know I always ask this question, but I really want to know though. That's the whole point of making these videos, right? It's basically to show you these kind of amazing products that you can redeem using points. And that's Japan Airlines new business class on the Airbus A350-1000. Hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye now.